Hi guys, my name is Brian James and welcome to DB Automotive. If you're new here, thank you very much for taking the time to stop by and take a look around. I encourage you to take a look around at the videos. If you're wondering what this channel is about, just quickly, it's my philosophy on how I approach things in life. I would rather do up an older vehicle than buy a brand new one. Okay, to be honest, I don't have the funds to buy a brand new one, so doing up an older vehicle is what I have to do. That being said, I would rather do up the older vehicle than have a new one. I believe these vehicles have a lot more personality, they've been around the block, they do what they have to do. So, behind me is my 1963 SB3 Bedford bus. I'm in the process, we've just started looking at restoring it to a camper van. It used to be a camper van. It's been pulled out of a field about a year ago and it was in queue of waiting to be restored. Last year, if you look back on some of the previous videos I've done, I did a clubman style car from right down from the bare frame all the way up. Now I haven't quite finished that, I'm just waiting on a couple of things to come in. So while I'm waiting, well, we may as well get started on the big thing. Now if you'd seen last week's video, it was quite a long one. That was 25 minutes of me polishing one panel. Sorry. But that gives you an idea of how long things take. Now it's not about spending money, it's about putting the time and effort in. And you've got to remember that every little step forward is still a step forward. Now this bus was pulled out of a field. It's got moss all over it, and if you've seen some of the earlier videos, they're quite nasty. All it is elbow grease at the moment. So what I've done this week, I've polished one strip on the sides, so I'll pull you around and take a look at that. Now also, this bar here, I don't know what had happened to it, but it had taken one hell of a big hit. So what I've done is pulled off the chrome strip, bent it back, panel beated it back into shape, put the chrome strip on. Now these are just held in mostly with rivets. They will be replaced with stainless steel button head screws. So they are easy to maintenance. And some of the rivets had been corroded and popped off, so I will have to go through the whole lot and redo it with stainless steel screws. So what we've done is bent this back into place, put the chrome strip back on it, given it a cut and polish, and basically just tidied it up as much as I could. Now that may not seem a hell of a lot, but it's better than it was last week. And with these older vehicles, especially these large ones, you've got to remember not to be too disheartened about their size. Every little step forward just means that's one less thing you have to do later on. Don't look at it as a whole, but break it down into small parts. Tell you what, I'll grab you off the stand there and I'll show you also the cutting and polishing that I've done today as well. Okay, hang on a sec. Right, so coming around the fence. So the white strip in the middle had quite a lot of moss growing on it and it was really quite horrible. And so that's from here to there. So that strip all the way through has been washed just with a good wax and wash, car wash, then just cut and polished as per the video from last week. And you know, it's enough just to do that and it comes up really nice. So next week I'll have to do this bottom strip down here, and then the week after I'll do the blue strip. So the reason I'm doing them in little bits and pieces quite simply put, is that my back is been hurt quite badly lately, so I can't do a hell of a lot all in one hit. Like the last video you saw, one panel was 25 minutes, so for me to do that strip across the middle of the bus, that was about 2 hours worth of exercise. Now, if I was a little bit younger and had a bit better back, I could do the whole side of the bus, and that's about an 8-hour exercise. But look, I'm not in a race. I don't choose to do that. So we'll just put you back on the stand, and we'll explain a few things, shall we? So on top of working on the grill and the side, I've also got in a proper window polyurethane. We used it when I worked at Alloy Yachts on the super yachts, so it's a marine grade polyurethane specifically made for windows. Now where the rubbers come around the windows, over the years it's shrunk back and it's allowing the water to come in. So all I've done is I've just filled up those gaps. Now that is a quick stopgap fix. It's not by all means the proper fix, and when I do get time and when I do get money, I will replace the rubbers. But you've got to be careful. This bus is close to 60 years old. Well, it is 60 years old, 61 in fact. That glass is very fragile and extremely hard to get, so I don't want to be pulling it out only to find that I've got to try and replace the glass, which is going to be next to impossible, made of unobtainium. Now there are a few wreckers here in New Zealand that do parts, and no doubt I will become very good friends with those guys. Lance, when I come to do things like rekitting the brakes and getting the thing running, kingpins, all the grease nipples and so on. But it's all about as the funds become available and as I can do as much as I can for myself. Yeah, look, that's about all we've got for today. If you do have any questions, by all means. Oh, just quickly, I was talking to over the week another person that has one of these buses, and he suggested, really good suggestion, that I get some polyurethane sheeting and put it under the bus. Now this is sitting on gravel, it's not sitting on grass or dirt, but there's still a case of getting some rising damp getting up into the chassis and rusting it out. So I'm going to look at getting polyurethane sheeting and putting it under the bus to stop that. Alternatively, maybe something like, because we're looking at cheap ways of doing it here, old signage, PVC, big PVC signs that they pull down and they've got no use for, getting some of that and putting that under there to stop that rising damp. Now, if you like what you see, please hit like and subscribe, give us a thumbs up. If you've got any questions, by all means ask. If you've got comments, I'm always happy to read the comments. I enjoy reading the comments. And yeah, other than that, you have a great day. Thank you very much. Bye bye.